Daily Tonic presents the top 11 bad habits that will ruin your confidence. One of the elusive qualities that is difficult to explain yet easy to see is self-confidence. It affects almost every part of our life, including how we feel about ourselves, how others see us, and how we perform in school and at work. It can be described as a feeling of faith in one set of skills, traits, and judgment. Although serious social anxiety or other mental health disorders that affect one's perspective of oneself can result in the absence of confidence, this isn't always the case. You might even be unaware that you have some deep-rooted, unintentional behaviors that are gradually destroying your confidence. This video will show you how to recognize these behaviors and inclinations so you can build healthier habits to boost your self-confidence. Number 1. Excessive apologizing. The use of the word sorry is one way people unknowingly destroy their confidence. While apologies can be powerful and important, being overly polite or constantly saying sorry can actually harm your confidence. Constantly apologizing conditions the mind into making you believe you have a reason to be sorry, even if you do not have one. This gives a certain vibe that you are unsure of yourself and have no faith in your choices, competence, or qualities. This can lead to you feeling obligated to those around you over time. Constantly feeling like you're lacking is a serious blow to your confidence. You are subconsciously telling yourself that you are a burden, that you have done something wrong, that you are insufficient, and this destroys your confidence. Number 2. Comparing yourself to other people. Comparing yourself to others is another confidence-destroying habit. When you compare yourself, you belittle your self-worth, your effort, and your value in relation to the perceived value of the next person. With that mindset, you will never be enough. You will feel envious, insecure, and possibly even angry that this person possesses something you do not. As a result, you begin to live your life in order to meet your self-imposed expectations. Don't get me wrong, comparing yourself to others is normal human behavior. We're hardwired to notice differences and form opinions. This habit can be detrimental to your self-esteem if left unchecked, because you will only make yourself feel inferior by constantly comparing yourself to others. Instead, only compare yourself to those whom you can learn from. What are they up to, or what do they have that you desire? How did they get to where they are in life? What qualities do you admire in them? How will you put your newfound knowledge to use? Concentrate on yourself and your goals rather than those of others. And recognize that there is still plenty of room for development and improvement. Number 3. Living in your comfort zone. We live in our comfort zones because it is convenient. Nothing bad happens there. It's a familiar, safe space. However, staying in your comfort zone may do you more harm than good. This attitude serves to keep you small and limited. Pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone means exposing yourself to previously unknown experiences. These are the kinds of experiences that broaden your horizons, expose you to new perspectives, and challenge you. When you complete difficult tasks and gain new experiences, your confidence will skyrocket, your self-image will begin to change, and you'll begin to see yourself as someone who can cope and thrive in a variety of situations. This attitude boosts your confidence. Number 4. Believing your negative self-talk. It can be difficult to maintain a positive attitude when you lack confidence. And like most people on Earth, there are days when you probably have negative thoughts about yourself. And understandably, you are much more likely to believe the negative things you tell yourselves than the positive ones. But allowing those negative thoughts to flow freely through your head will have the same effect as if someone else were saying those things to you. This makes matters worse and destroys your confidence even more. While positive affirmations can help undo some of these thought patterns, stopping negative self-talk and replacing it with more positive thoughts can help fight anxiety, depression, and reduce stress. It will even improve your physical health and happiness, and as a result, gives your confidence a boost rather than destroying it. Number 5. Excessive praise for others. Overcomplimenting is a form of self-sabotage that destroys self-confidence. By going on and on about the positive traits of another person, you begin to subconsciously make comparisons with this person and view yourself negatively. Because essentially, you are telling them how much they are better than you by over-complimenting them excessively. Compliment once and talk about something else. You only bring yourself down if you keep on dwelling on what others have that you don't. Detach yourself from this unhealthy practice and do a self-appraisal. Take the time to appreciate your own abilities and gifts. After all, we all have our uniqueness that makes us stand out from the crowd. So, Begin to respect and appreciate your own positive traits and values that makes you special and unique. Number 6. Abandoning your appearance. You are probably aware of the significance of having good hygiene and taking care of one's health and appearance. And one cognizant fact is that when you abandon your appearance, it is a telltale sign of disrespect for oneself. And it goes without saying that if you do not feel good about how you look, you sure won't be comfortable at any social gathering because your self-esteem score will be on the low. Looking good is good business is a saying in some parts of this world. And even though it may seem petty to you, you should know that dedicating time to caring for your appearance really helps in building self-confidence. Number 7. Allowing people make decisions for you. Don't let others control you and make you feel like you can't do what you want. Allowing others to dictate your life is one of the most common ways you unconsciously destroy your confidence. Confidence is developed through the honest, empowering expression of your desires. This is only possible if you listen to yourself, believe in yourself, and decide what you want and stick to it. And don't let anyone persuade you otherwise. When someone tells you what they believe should happen, or presses you to do something they want, instead of considering your needs, or even worse, they try to control or manipulate you, then your confidence suffers. Allowing others to make decisions for you makes it nearly impossible to develop genuine confidence. Number 8. Lowering your standards. Accepting less than what you truly desire is essentially telling yourself that you are not good enough to have what you truly desire. Sure, lowering your standards will make your life more comfortable or convenient. And while it may seem like an easy solution at the time, it will not boost your confidence in the long run. Because the more you accept less than you deserve, the more you undermine your self-esteem by unconsciously telling yourself that this is what you truly believe you are worth. We all have dreams, but not all of us believe we are capable of realizing them. That is why pursuing bold and audacious dreams requires a high level of self-worth. Lowering your standards, on the other hand, lowers your self-worth and causes more problems than it solves. However, having a set of standards and sticking to them will make you happier and more confident. So, instead of lowering your standards, keep them high. And this will assist you in building, fueling, and growing your confidence. Number 9. Focusing on your weaknesses. It is possible that you are going to believe in your weaknesses the more you talk about them. If you concentrate on these shortcomings, your subconscious mind searches for proof of this perception and generates new and past instances to validate it. And sooner or later, these perceptions will turn into a self-created reality. Then, you will start behaving like someone with some insecurities. People will take note and begin to suspect that perhaps you're not as amazing as you appear to be. It will be much simpler to handle criticism from others if you can develop a constructive relationship with yourself and your perceived weakness. Doing this helps you accept criticism rather than becoming defensive or argumentative. Start improving yourself every day to increase your self-confidence. Number 10. Maintaining toxic relationships. The relationships in your life are extremely important when it comes to developing confidence, because everyone around you influences how you think and feel about yourself. People close to you, such as friends, family, work colleagues, and even strangers, all have an impact on your self-esteem. If you have toxic people in your life who undermine your self-worth and significantly lower your self-esteem, it's time to end those relationships. Seek out positive reinforcement rather than negative reinforcement. Control the positive influences more tightly. If your confidence has suffered as a result of your interactions with these people, take a step back and consider whether your relationships are healthy for the both of you. Make sure you're surrounded by people who care about you and want to see you succeed if you wish to be confident and assertive. And try to spend as much time as possible with them. Number 11. Focusing on small flaws. When you pause to admire your reflection in a mirror and notice a minor error in your appearance, do you blow it out of proportion? Do you make it a big deal to the point it overshadows every other thing at that moment? If this is you, then you need to give it a break, because this paralyzes confidence way more than you can imagine. When you constantly critique your appearance based on a minor flaw, chances are that you will despise the person staring back at you in the mirror. Now your attention has shifted from the admiration of yourself to seriously analyzing and criticizing everything and anything you consider as a flaw. This does not augur well for your self-confidence at all. So, why not channel that same energy into seeing the positive qualities in yourself instead of obsessing over minor flaws? These few indicators are bad habits that lower and destroy your confidence. At a cursory glance, they may seem harmless, but if ignored for an extended period of time, they can cause significant damage. The key is to recognize the signs as they occur. As you begin your self-development journey, you'll begin to recognize and do away with any of these bad habits, and replace them with positive ones that reinforce growth and development of your confidence. Before we let you go, ponder on this quote attributed to Aristotle where he shares his thoughts on the subject matter. Habits. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. And life is not a series of events, but an ongoing process of self-definition. If you enjoyed and found this video informative, please like, comment, and share it with your friends and family, especially those that can benefit from it. Please make sure to check out our other videos on our channel. Thank you for tuning in. For more videos like this, press the subscribe button and remember to turn on the notification bell as this encourages us to continue to make more of them.